Good morning. Welcome to the Windward Buddhist Temple Family Service. My name is Tashiro, and I'll be your MC for today. Thank you to Bishop Umitani and Reverend Shingo for officiating today's service. We'll begin with the ringing of the Kansho, the temple bell, that signifies the beginning of a temple service. It is a deep and sacred ritual steeped in ancient tradition. It is a calling of the people to come together to listen to the Dharma or teachings. The temple bell represents the gratitude and deep appreciation of the members, friends, and guests of Windward Buddhist Temple. Please sit quietly in your seat.
No.
Please rise for the meditation, followed by the chanting of the Vandana Ti-Sarana by the congregation in Pali and English, found in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 7. Please be seated. Today's sutra is 12 Homages, found in the Red Jodo Shinshu Service Book on page 120.
Dasai us through many ways. No tempters, no evil friend, burst needs to enlightenment. Thus I vow to Amida, Amida, thus I have praised virtues boundless like the sea. These virtues shared with others, for burst into the golden.
Please rise for the recitation Homages found in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 2, and then remain standing for the Gatha golden chain, which will be posted on the screen. Homages. Hard it is to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult it is to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear them. If we do not gain emancipation in this present life, we may not be free from the ill-faring in the ocean of births and deaths for kalpas. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures.
We go to the Buddha for guidance. May we always walk in the way that leads to enlightenment. We go to the Dharma for guidance. May we be submerged in the depth of the teachings and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. We go to the Sangha for guidance. May we all, with one accord, live the life of harmony in the spirit of oneness, free from the bondage of selfishness.
Even through myriads of kalpas, hard it is to hear such excellent and profound teachings. Now we are able to hear and receive them. Let us try to understand the Tathagata's teachings. Thank you. That was very beautiful. This morning, our speaker is none other than my husband, Dennis Tashiro.
Good morning, everyone. We actually have a good morning. I was away for a little while, but from what I heard, there were a lot of rain. Maybe it stopped raining because I'm back. Again, good morning. And of course, happy holidays. And what holidays do we celebrate? Of course, Christmas comes to mind. And for, I'm sure, the kids, that's what they're hoping for, a lot of gifts. But for us Buddhists and other non-Christians, what is Christmas all about? Many see it as a way to enjoy the season through non-religious traditions, connect with family and friends, and participate in the spirit of giving by sharing gifts. Some of us decorate our homes with custom decorations and gaudy lights. There are other reasons to celebrate this holiday season. Earlier, we had Bodhi Day on December 8th, the date that the Buddha attained enlightenment. He's the reason we're here. Hanukkah, a Jewish festival of lights, typically lasting 8 days. Is that right, Linda? Okay. Then we have Kwanzaa, a celebration of African American culture. But there are other special days in December. On December 2nd, did you know it was National Mutt Day? If you haven't already done it, give your dog a special treat. December 4th, National Cookie Day. I hope you enjoyed your cookies. What's your favorite cookie? Yes, Jet? That's not cookie. Chocolate chip cookies? Then there's winter solstice. That's today, December 21. It's the shortest day of the year. And it signifies that longer days are ahead. Now we get to what Jed likes. National Chocolate Candy Day. I like Snickers and Good News. What's your favorite? Then December 30. What a great day. National Bacon Day. Bacon. Extra crispy, please. This holiday season really is a time to express gratitude, religious or non-religious. I believe the entire thankful holiday season really begins in November. We had Veterans Day. We give thanks to veterans for their service. We had our own Eitai Kyo service. When we thank our former Sangha members, minister and lay, they perpetuated the Buddha Dharma and, of course, the Sangha. Then, of course, Thanksgiving Day. We thank family and loved ones. What better way to thank them? With food. But the expression of gratitude is not limited to any special event or celebration. Expressing gratitude and giving thanks should be done every day and to everyone. A year ago, I read a Piggy and Gerald book. The book is titled The Thank You Book by Mo Williams. The pink character is Piggy. Piggy realizes that she has a lot to be thankful for. She decides to start thanking. She shouts out to Gerald. Gerald's the elephant. I'm going to thank everyone who is important to me. So he thanked everyone. Then after he had thanked everyone, Gerald says, "You did it. Great thanking, Piggy." And Piggy replies, "Thanks to you." Feeling satisfied and accomplished, Piggy says, "Yep, I am one lucky pig." Gratitude is the expression of appreciation for what one has. It is a recognition of value, independent of monetary worth, spontaneously generated from within. It is an affirmation of goodness and warmth. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. Share your gratitude. If you wrap a present and don't have anyone to give it to, I'll accept it. I'll be very grateful. We all wish that we lived in a fantasy world where we always get what we want and there is no suffering. But sometimes it's difficult to feel gratitude when we are burdened by something. Each day of our lives bring new challenges, hardships, and sorrow. Zen teacher Norman Fisher says that people who encounter suffering and dying often say, "Why me?" And he counters by offering, "Why not me?" Saying "why me" means we see ourselves as separate beings among many beings. We want good things for ourselves and we want to avoid bad things. Saying "why not me" means that we know that we belong in everything and everyone. We aren't separate. What can happen to everyone can also happen to me, and I can accept that. We are born, we age, we encounter suffering, and eventually we all die. This is a given. We hear it all the time. But nevertheless, when we encounter suffering and death, our hearts will ache and tears will come to our eyes. Life is present in all of us and all around us. Even when life is difficult, it is still life. And where there is life, where there is awareness, there is gratefulness. Merle and I returned a few days ago from Tacoma, Washington. We were there for almost 3 weeks caring for Merle's sister. Several years ago, Merle's sister lost her vision in her right eye due to an infection. And now she has a prosthetic eye. During the last 5 months, she has been having difficulty with her left eye. From about a month and a half ago, she couldn't see anything but some light. Merle's sister is single and lives alone in a 3-story home. She has been an independent woman, but now relies on friends and neighbors to help her manage things. Merle and I went to Tacoma at the end of November for what was expected to be a 6-day trip. Due to unforeseen complications and an emergency situation, we extended our stay twice to 20 days. That's the longest we've ever been away from home. I think we have to match that by going to Japan and spend 20 days. But Merle's sister is now under the care of a cornea specialist in Seattle. A drive of 1 to 1.5 hours from Tacoma to Seattle. I ended up driving 5 round trips from Tacoma to Seattle and back. I didn't think driving for an hour and a half was going to be a problem. But, you know, the freeways are freeways. I mean, they're long and most of the time straight. I had to fight myself to stay awake. So it's quite different, mainland driving and Hawaii driving. If you drive that long, you fall off the end of the road, I think. And thanks to the efforts of the cornea specialist, a team of surgeons and nurses, Merle's sister is at home and managing better, though she still only sees a little light. In the future, it is hoped that she will receive a cornea transplant and gain at least some vision. For the most part, she has maintained a fairly positive attitude. For the near future, she will continue to manage by herself with the help of a hired helper, friends, and neighbors. With Merle's help, she has learned to use new high-tech gadgets to verbally check the time of day, make and answer phone calls, cell phone calls, read her mail, and help her navigate around the house. But gadgets don't always work, so there's a dilemma. We'll probably visit her again in a month or two. It has truly been a learning experience for both of us and made us realize all the small things we take for granted are huge hurdles for the visually impaired. Okage-sama de. Our more senior members here might say in gratefulness to being asked, "How are you?" The response would be something like, "I'm well, Okage-sama de." This Buddhist-rooted word is meant to express humble gratitude, meaning thanks to you and others, or to acknowledge the support from others, even unseen help, reflecting interdependence. It's used when something good happens, better health, success, or as a polite, humble filler, similar to thank you when someone asks how you are. For many in the Hongwanji temples, Okage-sama de is a common expression of everyday Dharma. It's used to foster awareness of grace and self-reflection in daily life. It serves as a reminder to acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of ancestors and temple founders who build and sustain the community. Recognize the support of family, friends, and the wider world community, and cultivate a heart that values all living beings and wishes for their happiness. By living in the spirit of Okage-sama de, let's strive to live fully and respond with the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, as an expression of gratitude to Amida's boundless compassion. I don't live independently. Every success and accomplishments I have in my life has been possible because of others and their support. We all are interdependent, so make sure to take care of those around you. We are who we are because of those around us and the support they provide. Do you have a lot to be thankful for? Who and what are important to you that make you feel thankful for? I'm sure you have many things you're grateful for. Your list would probably include your health, your mind's ability to function well, your family and friends, and the freedom you enjoy. But would it include the basics, like a safe place to sleep, clean air and water, food and medicine, your eyesight and the ability to see things clearly? What about the earth itself? Blue skies like today, pleasant weather, a child's laughter, or that morning cup of coffee. Gratitude is a heart, essence, and practice of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. In the moment of gratitude, we can no longer experience the three poisons of anger, greed, and ignorance. In the moment of gratitude, we cannot hate, we cannot be stressed, frustrated, discouraged, and unhappy. Reciting the Nembutsu in gratitude is said to help people feel joy in being alive and to develop a sense of oneness with the Buddha. As Buddhists, our understanding of Thanksgiving should be broader in scope. We should go further and extend our gratitude and appreciation to every living and non-living thing, and to the many causes and conditions that go into making life possible. Through awareness, let's be grateful for all the people who has come into our lives and events that have occurred. Through this awareness, we can understand and appreciate the bumps and rough patches that crossed our path in life. We are the sum of all that has happened in our past. We are interdependent with everyone and everything around us. Our current and past family members, friends, the temple sangha, and the environment. As Shin Buddhists, we are grateful for the Buddha Dharma and rely on the three treasures to be our refuge. I go to the Buddha for guidance. Amida Buddha, the enlightened one, the awakened one, with infinite wisdom and compassion. Amida Buddha welcomes and embraces all without discrimination. We are accepted just as we are. We call out, Namo Amida Butsu. I go to the Dharma for guidance. We see our true nature of human ego, self-centeredness, greed, anger, and ignorance. We seek to more fully understand ourselves, others, and everything around us. And we realize the interconnectedness and interdependence of all beings and all things. We learn to appreciate each unrepeatable moment of our lives. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Working in harmony and fellowship, we assist each other as we travel the path of the Nembutsu together. We all, man or woman, minister or lay, rich or poor, without discrimination, are fellow travelers on the Nembutsu path. We find commonality and friendship. Together, we are embraced by the Buddha and guided by the Dharma. We are the Nembutsu Ohana. I found this recipe of gratitude in the HMSA Island Scene magazine, the fall 2024 issue. Recipe for gratitude. Living life with gratitude allows us to notice little wins and can help improve health and relationships. Here's a basic recipe you can customize and make your own. Ingredients: 1 part observation, 1 part appreciation, and 1 part self-expression. Directions: note the good things that happen throughout your day and take time to appreciate them. Express your gratitude through journaling, thank you notes, acts of kindness, and anything that resonates with you. Repeat daily as needed. We are grateful for the teachings of Amida Buddha and to be accepted with no discrimination, just as we are. We don't recite the Nembutsu to achieve anything, not enlightenment, good karma, a favorable rebirth, or material rewards. We say Namo Amida Butsu simply to give thanks for what we have received. I am grateful for your presence today and for listening to my message. Please place your hands together in Kansho. We recite the Nembutsu with gratitude, in awareness, joy, and appreciation of Amida Buddha's immense wisdom and compassion. In that moment, we are being embraced by Amida just as we are, never to be abandoned. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis. Please rise for the Gatha, Gentle Hands, found in the purple book, Praises of the Buddha, on pages 62 and 63. We'll sing the song twice because there's only one verse. Then remain standing for the Nembutsu found on page 145 in the same book. Please be seated. That brings our service to the end today. Thank you for attending. And now Dennis has announcements.
Hi again. Well, thank you, Bishop Umitani, Reverend Shingo, for being here today and help officiate our service. Thank you, Merle, for being the MC. Thank you, Neil, for being a greeter. Thank you, Joy, for playing the piano. And of course, Ryan, who's recording today's service. I don't believe we have any guests today, except we can also welcome Mrs. Umitani and daughter Naho. Naho is graduating senior at Seattle University. Next Sunday will be our monthly remembrance service. So if you would like to remember a loved one who passed away in the month of December of any year, you may do so during the remembrance service. Please add your name of your loved one to the list at the greeter's desk. If you have any pictures of your loved one, please bring it to the service. Next Sunday will also be our year-end service. After the service, we'll all be ringing the Kansho to ring out 2025. Reverend Charlene Kihara will be our officiant and speaker. Joy, did you want to talk about the giving program?
Just want to thank everyone who generously donated to our holiday charity, the Santa's Workshop at Kapiolani Medical Center. And so tomorrow I will be delivering we got mainly donations, but they definitely appreciate the monetary donations that they can use however they need it. And thank you to those who also donated some gifts. So, mahalo.
Thank you, Joy. We have received the Hongwanji 2026 calendars. They're out there on the table. So please, members, pick up your copy, and there's a little checklist so you can check off your name. Let's see. Immediately after the service today, we'll take a 15-minute break before we start our general membership meeting. Sorry, there is no refreshment today. Yeah, Jet was kind of sad about that too. When our meeting ends, we'll head over to the new Muay Kwai Chinese restaurant for lunch. Any member here didn't sign up but want to go, there's room, so let me know. Okay? All right. Are there any other announcements? If not, thank you very much. We'll do words of thanksgiving later, after the meeting. Okay, thanks again, everybody.